dive into today's episode, I just want to remind you to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel. Your support means the world to us. It helps us grow, reach more amazing learners like you, and keep bringing you fresh and fun content every week. So don't forget, like, subscribe, and let's keep this journey going strong.
Hello, lovely listeners, and a very warm welcome to another episode of Idiom Insights. I'm Emma, and I'm so pleased you're joining us today as we put on our explorer hats and venture into the captivating landscape of the English language.
And I'm Jack, your resident navigator, here to point out the tricky terrain and make sure we all have a good time on the journey. It's great to be back in the studio, Emma. Today's idioms feel like a toolkit for life's most awkward and interesting moments, from problems nobody wants to choices nobody can make.
That is such an accurate description, Jack. We're dealing with phrases that capture very specific, and often very human, situations. They cover dilemmas, new perspectives, and moments of pure disbelief. Understanding them is like getting a new set of emotional and social vocabulary.
I'm ready to upgrade my vocabulary. So, let's not keep our fellow travelers waiting. What are the 4 fascinating destinations on our map for this episode of Idiom Insights?
Alright, let's lay out the itinerary. We will begin with a controversial issue that everyone wants to avoid, a phrase known as a hot potato. Next, we'll find ourselves trapped in an impossible situation. Stuck between the devil and the deep blue sea. Then, we'll take a much-needed break from the usual with a refreshing change of pace. And we'll finish with an exclamation of pure surprise when you tell a friend, "Get a load of this."
From hot vegetables to the deep ocean. It promises to be a wild ride. Before we dive in, we want to say a huge thank you to all of you for being part of our community. If you enjoy what we do, please consider hitting that subscribe or follow button. It's the easiest way to make sure you catch every episode, and it helps us a great deal.
We're so grateful for your support. Now, let's get our hands on that first tricky subject. Our first idiom is a hot potato.
You can almost feel the heat coming off it, can't you? The image is perfect. If someone hands you a potato that's just come out of the oven, you don't want to hold on to it for long. You pass it to the next person as quickly as you can. And that's exactly what a hot potato is in conversation. It's a controversial, sensitive, or awkward issue that nobody wants to deal with.
That's a brilliant explanation. It's a problem or topic that is politically charged or emotionally risky. In an office meeting, the question of who has to work on the holiday weekend is a hot potato. At a family dinner, bringing up an old argument can be a hot potato. The defining feature is that everyone recognizes it as trouble and tries to avoid taking ownership of it.
Exactly. The moment someone brings up the hot potato, everyone else suddenly finds their shoes very interesting to look at. It's a topic that gets tossed from person to person, with no one willing to be the one left holding it when the discussion ends. Let's listen to Mia and Mark navigate a classic family hot potato.
Okay, so we've discussed the menu for the big family reunion and we've sorted out the decorations. There's just one more topic on the list that we need to address.
Let me guess. It's the seating plan, isn't it? Please don't say it's the seating plan.
It is. We have to decide where to put your Aunt Carol and my Uncle David. After their big argument at the last gathering, we can't put them at the same table. But if we separate them, then someone else will be offended they're not at the main table.
I know. It's an impossible situation. I tried to talk to my mom about it yesterday, and she immediately changed the subject to the weather. My dad just said, "You two are organizing it, you decide."
So no one wants to make the decision. It's the ultimate hot potato. Every time someone gets handed the problem, they just toss it right back into the middle of the room. I don't want to be the one who decides.
Oh, the dreaded seating plan. That is a perfect example of a hot potato. You can hear how Mia and Mark, and the rest of their family, are all trying to avoid making the final, controversial decision.
Absolutely. The problem is clearly defined, but the solution will inevitably upset someone. So, they just keep passing the responsibility around, hoping someone else will be brave enough or foolish enough to deal with it. So, listeners, what are the hot potato topics in your family or workplace? We'd love to hear them.
Now, from a problem you can pass around to a dilemma you are stuck in the middle of. Our second idiom is being between the devil and the deep blue sea.
This is such a wonderfully dramatic phrase for a truly awful situation. To be between the devil and the deep blue sea means to be trapped between two equally difficult or dangerous choices. There is no good option. Whichever way you turn, you face a negative outcome. It's the very definition of a no-win situation.
The origins are thought to be nautical. On old wooden ships, the devil was the name for a seam on the hull near the waterline, which was very difficult to repair. To be working on it meant you were dangling between the ship and a potentially angry captain, and the dangerous sea below. It's a feeling of being completely cornered.
It's not just a tough choice, like should I have pizza or pasta for dinner? It's a choice where both options lead to trouble. For example, should I tell my boss the project is failing and face his anger, or say nothing and let it fail completely later? Let's see what impossible choice Mia is facing.
You've been staring at your laptop for an hour without typing anything. Everything okay? You look incredibly stressed.
I am. I've just been offered a big promotion at work. It's a huge step up. More responsibility, better pay. Everything I've been working towards.
Mia, that's fantastic news. Why do you look so worried? This calls for a celebration.
Because here's the catch. To accept the promotion, I would have to relocate and work at our company's head office. The one that's a 3-hour drive away.
Oh, so you would have to either move away from all our friends and family and completely change our life, or turn down the dream job you've wanted for years.
Exactly. I feel completely trapped. Do I choose my career or my personal life as it is now? There's no easy answer. I really am between the devil and the deep blue sea.
Wow, that is a heavy one. You can really feel the weight of Mia's dilemma. The idiom perfectly encapsulates her feeling of being trapped between two very difficult, life-changing options.
It's a perfect illustration. The devil is turning down her dream job and feeling regret. And the deep blue sea is uprooting her entire life. There's no simple, happy path forward. Have you ever been caught between the devil and the deep blue sea? What did you do?
Okay, let's have a change of pace ourselves and move on to something much lighter. Our third idiom today is, fittingly, a change of pace.
I see what you did there. And it's a wonderful phrase. A change of pace is exactly what it sounds like, a shift or a break from your normal routine or activity. It's about introducing something different to break up the monotony. This can be something small, like taking a different route to work, or something big, like quitting your office job to become a hiking guide.
The key feeling behind it is refreshment. It's about revitalizing yourself by doing something new. If you eat the same thing for lunch every single day, trying a new cafe is a nice change of pace. If your weekends are always spent doing chores, going on a spontaneous day trip is a fantastic change of pace. It's about shaking things up.
Let's listen in on our friends. It sounds like Mia has a surprise plan for Mark to break him out of his regular routine.
A picnic? On a Wednesday evening? This is a surprise. Usually on Wednesdays, we just eat leftovers and watch television until we fall asleep.
I know. And that's perfectly fine most of the time. But I felt like we'd been stuck in a bit of a rut lately. Same work schedule, same evening routine. It was all starting to feel a bit predictable.
I guess it has been a bit repetitive. So you packed all this? Sandwiches, a flask of tea, even a blanket. This is lovely.
I just thought we needed a little change of pace. Something to break up the week and remind us that we don't have to do the same thing every single day.
Well, it worked. This is so much better than staring at a screen. This was a brilliant idea. A very welcome change of pace.
That's so lovely. It shows how even a small act can be a wonderful change of pace. The picnic wasn't a huge vacation, but it was enough to break the monotony of the week and bring them a little joy.
It's a perfect example. The idiom is used to explain the reason for the new activity, the need for a break from the norm. It's a phrase filled with positive, refreshing energy. What's your favorite way to get a change of pace? Let us know in the comments.
And that brings us to our fourth and final idiom of the episode. It's an exclamation you use when you simply can't believe what you're seeing or hearing. It is get a load of this or get a load of that.
I love this one. It's so energetic and informal. You say get a load of this to urgently and excitedly tell someone to look at or listen to something that you find surprising, shocking, funny, or ridiculous. The load is like a load of information or a full view of the surprising thing.
It's a command, but a friendly one. You're inviting someone to share in your amazement. You might see someone wearing an outrageous outfit and whisper to your friend, "Get a load of that hat." Or your friend might tell you a piece of unbelievable gossip and start by saying, "Okay, you are not going to believe this. Get a load of this, ha."
Let's hear what has captured Mark's attention. He seems to be calling Mia over to see something quite spectacular.
Mark, what are you staring at out of the window? You've been standing there for 5 minutes. Is there a cat stuck in a tree again?
It's not a cat. Mia, you have to come over here right now. Quietly. You are not going to believe this.
What is it? You sound so dramatic.
Get a load of this. Our neighbor, Mr. Henderson, the quiet one who only ever wears gray tracksuits, is currently in his front yard, wearing a full, head-to-toe Elvis Presley costume, complete with a sparkling cape. And I think he's practicing karate moves.
You're kidding me. No way. Let me see. Oh my goodness, you're right. Get a load of that. What on earth is happening?
I would love to see that. It's the perfect scenario for this idiom. It's something so unexpected and out of character that you simply have to share your disbelief with someone else.
The phrase works as an urgent invitation to witness the spectacle. It's a call to share in the shock and amusement. A brilliant, funny use of a very common exclamation. What's the last thing that made you say, "Get a load of this"?
And with that startling image, we've explored another 4 incredible idioms. Let's do a quick review.
We started with the controversial issue nobody wants to touch, a hot potato.
We got trapped in an impossible dilemma, stuck between the devil and the deep blue sea.
We broke free from our routine with a refreshing change of pace.
And we ended by sharing our utter amazement with the exclamation, "Get a load of this."
We sincerely hope you've enjoyed this episode and feel inspired to use these phrases. They are guaranteed to make your English sound more natural and expressive.
Absolutely. If you found this episode helpful, we would be so grateful if you would leave us a like or a 5-star review. And please don't forget to subscribe to Idiom Insights so we can continue these adventures together.
Thank you all so much for your time and your wonderful minds. Until next time, stay curious.
Goodbye for now, everyone.